end zone for a touchback. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing an intentional grounding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now. No. Jack, Patriot. Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not.
Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And he...
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he is knocked down from the side, right around the 26. And now here come the Ravens. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He takes this for 3 to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Looking right. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And they give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. To shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's caught. Lockett. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Design run for their wideout. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They run the counter now on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll drop to throw. That will be caught by James, the big tight end, as a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out, and it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own, or maybe the analytics coach got involved? And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they try the right side here. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
No, Jack, Patriot! All right, here we go.
Breeze has it left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Now let's go! No, check! Let's go! 3-19! Here we go!
Play clock winding down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
All right, here we go.
It's complete to Lockett. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Oh, fighting off the defender. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
off looking right. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they bend over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go. Screen 39.
A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Detroit.
Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. And it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Man left. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch 52.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Baltimore first. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.